DOAOCC. Yo guys, what's up? And welcome back after, I don't even know how long it's been, to be honest with you. It's probably been a couple of years, hasn't it? Nah, I kid around. Firstly, let's address a couple of things. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Tender, what's happening with your hairline? What's happening with your hair? Listen, we all know we're under lockdown right now, and shit is lit. Okay, like, we can't cut our hair. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna cut my own hair. Maybe I will. I have like a clipper here, but yeah, maybe I will. I'm also recording this for the first time using the microphone, so I'm trying to test how this goes. But today I wanted to bring a topic up because it's currently 4 a.m. in the morning today. The date is the 28th of April. Next week I turn 21, and I'm looking and I'm just like, damn, your boy's really about to turn 21. Like, that's crazy. First of all, we can address the horse in the room, which is obviously my voice right now. It's a little bit messed up for obvious reasons. For those of you that know me, I think I'd like to say now I fully come to terms that I'm focusing mainly on gaming and creating YouTube videos. So my gaming YouTube and streaming to Twitch, live streaming, the works right now. I think that's something that I've come to terms that, like, it's something that I'm doing more so than I am uploading onto this YouTube channel. For obvious reasons, I think I'm getting a lot more income doing Twitch. And at the end of the day, it is about, like, you got to put bread on the table. It is what it is, right? And yeah. But the real question is, why today did I pop up? And I was like, you know what, Tendo, let's record a video for this channel. And I was busy having a conversation with one of my Twitch friends just about, the regular stuff in terms of just trying to make it as like an online content creator. I'm gonna use online content creator here as a bubble term instead of saying a Twitch streamer or etc. And just compound the whole category into one, be it like Instagram, like Twitter, etc. And kind of like stem this back into real life situation. And what I want to talk today is about resilience. Now, resilience is one of those things that is really hard, is a really hard personality trait to have. And it's one of those things that is either you got it or either you don't have it, right? Those of you that have been watching my Twitch channel know we started streaming in around August last year. And for the most part, it's going pretty well. Currently sitting on 1,191. Got a couple of follows today when we're streaming. And yeah, for the most part, it's going good. We're currently sitting at 165 subscribers, which is crazy. It's crazy because a month ago I was sitting on about 40 something, maybe 30 something, and I want to use the word blow up / explode, but we kind of over the week blow up / explode. We got a company, an esports company called Mill State. They identified me as like an up and coming streamer, and they kind of featured me on the website, gave me a little bit more exposure, and bam, boost. Subs are flying everywhere. The viewer numbers are a little bit higher than they are normally. And yeah, and why I want to speak on resilience is, like, when I was speaking to my friend, I'm not going to disclose his name. If he watches, he knows who he is, right? Because he knows. We just had this conversation. And the word resilience didn't pop up during the conversation, but everything that I personally was telling him was about resilience. And this is a bit of a segment on the diaries of an online content creator, because I haven't really spoken out loud for a long time about these kind of things. But it's hard. given my position, it's really hard. There's a lot of factors that are put on top of you, um, mainly as a Twitch streamer, in terms of like your discoverability and what the odds of you actually becoming quote unquote a success on Twitch. And in terms of like the gaming industry, there's a lot of things that you need to check the book for, to really qualify, right? And right now I'm in that phase where things are looking good, right? Where it's like, if you keep resilience, things will surely keep moving forward. And this is a message that I'd like to just extend to everybody that is feeling like they're struggling right now, like it's COVID-19, the coronavirus, a lot of shit is happening, nationwide lockdown, people are getting out of their jobs, not as much income is coming in. There's a lot of problems that are happening right now, but the word again is resilience. And the thing about resilience is that you really got to be your own supporter in terms of backing yourself up, because the sad reality about life is that like you don't they, like there are a lot of people that will back you up in life, but if you can't back yourself up, you can't pick yourself up once again to keep moving forward, right? And after having this conversation with my friend, I'm looking at a lot of the things that I've gone through in my life. At the age of 20, I'm about 9 days off becoming 21, and 21 is like one of those big numbers where it's like, oh damn, you're an adult. And I'll say I don't think I'm an adult. I'm far from being a proper adult. Obviously, yes, I take certain, like, oh, yeah, like he's this old, he does this, whatever, and there's certain ticks that are being ticked right now to classify myself as an adult. But I think there's still a lot of things to learn on this journey. But the things that I have learned over the years is resilience. And if you watched my previous video on my film premiere, there was a lot of resilience that it took for me to bounce back and still commit to trying to become a filmmaker. Obviously, that's kind of fallen through now. It's evident that it's fallen through now. It's like, ish, hey, shit happens, right? You can't always follow through some things, but I was resilient enough to keep true to myself and come back and give it like a second opportunity. There's a lot of things that I've done where if I had a little bit more resilience, I probably would have taken it a lot further. I know most of you know that before I dropped out of school, when I was still in film school, I had an idea of starting a production company. And when you're put in the shoes of a big dreamer, which I believe I am. I'm a very big dreamer. There's a lot of things that I still plan to aspire to in life. And when you're put in the shoes of being a big dreamer, the hardest thing to have is resilience. And especially with online content creation, making YouTube videos, being consistent, trying your hardest to get more and more people to watch it. There's a lot of odds that you're stacked against nowadays that make resilience really hard to come across as a strong character trait in most people. And I think for the most part, it's something that I will afford myself and say that I've been very resilient in the past. I've been personally through a lot of things, right? And everybody has their own journey, I believe. I pray a lot, as much as I can. Obviously, I'm human, and it sometimes doesn't follow through. But as much as I can pray, I do pray. And I look back and I think to myself on how grateful I am for all the things that have happened, right? Because everything does happen for a reason. And it's funny because last night I was watching a movie with a friend. I'm not sure if any of you have seen it. It's called See You Yesterday. It's a Netflix show. I mean, Netflix movie. It's one of those, right? It's about time travel, and it just deals with the inevitability of circumstance, right? Where um, as hard as you try to change something, it's almost inevitable to happen again, right? And looking at myself, the things that have happened are things that I can't change, and the things that have molded me, And I think those things have molded the resilience that I have now. And my main reason hopping on, then I was like, you know what, I really want to just like say this, like content creation is about resilience, and it's about becoming your number one cheerleader, because not everybody is going to be your cheerleader, you know what I mean? And I'm really thankful once again for everybody that is part of the cheerleading squad that we have right now. We've got a really good Twitch community going on right now, and I'm really using this resilience to keep going, to keep on striving. A lot of my friends on Twitch say, Tendo, you might get burnt out. Tendo, burnt out this. Tendo, this, right? Because I will say, compared to most people doing what I'm doing, I'm putting a lot of effort in. I will personally say, I'll guarantee myself and I'll tell myself, right, that I am putting a lot of effort because of my resilience. Because I do know at the end of this year, I have to have something to show my parents and to show myself, right? Most importantly, myself, that this is the way forward, And me coming out and saying that, yeah, I really am focusing now mainly on the gaming aspect of myself for now, because right now, this is like, out of everything that I've tried to do and tried to apply my resilience to, this is something where the resilience is paying off. 165 subscribers isn't a lot of money in terms of what you could get, but you have to step back and look at like your own situation. In my situation, is a hell of a lot more money than I was getting, let's say, 6 months ago, right? Just starting, getting into the swing of things, still trying to find my feet. And there's a lot of things happening now that are kind of perpetuating me, to keep on striving forward and stay resilient. And burnout is something that obviously everybody as a content creator fears, but again, it comes back to resilience. It's like if you get burnt out and you stop giving that 100%, right, that you were giving before, and somebody else starts giving that 100% that you're giving, you kind of lose ground. And at the end of the day, it's like, you're the only one that can afford yourself that end goal, And these are just the thoughts that I have with myself on the daily. Like, Tendo, you wake up, you're thinking of the next step. Like, I'm always thinking of the next move. You know what I mean? Before this, I was clipping like my next YouTube video upload for my gaming YouTube. I was like, you know what? We played a tournament on a Wednesday. I might need to make a video for that while it's still fresh. You know what I mean? There's a lot of other stuff that I have backed up in terms of content that I want to make, but it's like, this is something that needs to come out now or as soon as possible. You know what I mean? And this is another one of those messages that I just want to look back on. And this page is now, like when I started, I almost didn't have a vision of what I wanted this to be, this YouTube channel of mine. But it's like it's definitely a comeback every now and then, and put on some type of different content that isn't the gaming. You know what I mean? Since that's now my main focus. One of these days, I'll have enough money to budget a short film. Because don't get me wrong, I still love making films. But it's, again, one of those things. It takes a lot of budget to make something really good. And I want to make something really good. I'm not in where I need to be, but I know if I stay resilient and keep pushing forward, I'll get where I got to get to. You know what I mean? Like, everyone will get where they need to get to. Especially during Corona, guys. Yes, there's this overlooming cloud over everybody's head that, like, yo, man, what if this keeps on going? What if when they take lockdown, level 5 to level 4, and we bounce back to level 5, like, like, are we ever gonna come out? And you just gotta keep on staying resilient, right? And pushing for the next day and what the next day could be. And that's just something, it comes over time, and not everybody will get that immediately, but the part of resilience is that it's built over time. And I don't know, I've taken 15 minutes of time just to listen to what's on my mind currently at 4 a.m. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to try and release maybe a few more of these, just talking. This is the content that I can provide for you on this channel. Something different from my regular gaming stuff, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, stay strong, guys, stay faithful, stay striving for the next day, because the next day is not always guaranteed. And you'd rather want to die knowing you were giving 100% or to that next day and to that goal than die knowing you gave 85% and that extra 15% was that percentage that was going to take you from a C plus to a B minus. And yeah, your boy Tendo, signing off as usual. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to freaking leave a like, a subscription if you're not subscribed already. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.